So hey, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to our Tuesday night live video. We are live here, right here on the channel every single Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So whether you're live with us, hey, if you are watching live, I would love to know where you're watching from. And if you're catching the recording, I would also love to know where you're watching from. Anyway, welcome. So we upload 4 times a week here on the channel. And if you have not joined our growing community, and if you have not hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, I would love to have you do that. And so anyway, tonight we are going, and it only takes a couple seconds of your time. And you don't miss any of our weight loss tips, fit tips, important announcements like we're gonna be making tonight, healthy recipes, all of that. Tonight, I gotta tell you, we are on vacation here in Florida, Orlando, Florida, actually, and I am in our condo right now. But tonight, we are gonna be announcing something, talking about something that, first off, we're gonna be talking about something that is crucially important, vitally important. You cannot succeed. It is almost impossible to succeed without. And when you have this one thing that we're gonna talk about tonight, it makes success that much more accessible. It makes success in weight loss that much more attainable. It makes success in weight loss that much more, it makes it easier. It makes it, it takes some of the struggle out of it. Listen, without a shadow of a doubt, people's biggest reason why they do not reach their health goals, why they do not reach their weight loss goals, is because they give up and they give in. They quit. Period, end of story. And there is this one little thing that when you add it to the mix, it makes all the difference in the world. It's like last year sometime, I just decided I wanted to make homemade biscuits. And I forgot the baking soda. Without the baking soda, I didn't have fluffy homemade biscuits. I had hockey pucks. That one tiny half of a teaspoon of one ingredient, I left it out. I had the hard hockey pucks. I added it in. I had the most glorious, mile-high, fluffy, delicious, airy, flaky biscuits. One ingredient. What we're going to be talking about tonight is that one ingredient. And then what we're going to be announcing is the one thing that we haven't done inside of our coaching program, inside of our weight loss coaching up till now. But I think 2020 has beat us all up a little bit, a lot of people. And I think 2021 is just really going to be a game changer for a lot of us that have been struggling with our weight, that have been trying and flailing, that have been trying and not succeeding. And so what I want to talk about tonight, and if you've been on any of our videos, you've heard me talk about this, and it is a game changer when it comes to success. Most of the time, so I want to talk about accountability. Let me just put it out there and then we'll unpack it a little bit. So I want to talk about accountability. And I got to tell you, if you rewind 6 years ago, 288-pound fluffy Carmen, I really didn't love the word accountability, if I'm just going to be completely honest. I saw accountability as controlling. I saw it as, being vulnerable with this thing that I did not want to be vulnerable about. Like, I did not want to talk about my weight with another person. I didn't it was just this, my weight, my health was this one little hush-hush secret area. Like, I knew I was overweight. I could get on the scale and see that it was almost 300 pounds. I knew that I bought size 22 and 2XLs, and I knew all that, right? Like, I knew that I could not shop in the regular size section of any freaking store. I knew that I got kicked off a roller coaster because I wouldn't fit. I knew that I couldn't go skydiving because I was over the limit, or horseback riding. I knew all those things. I didn't want to talk about them. I didn't want to, people could look at me and see how big I was, but for some reason, me not talking about it, I don't know, almost made me feel like I fit in. It made me feel like I was basically living in denial, pretending that those things didn't bother me when they really did. And I had learned through business that accountability was key to success. So I had accountability in weight loss. I had accountability in my marriage. I had accountability in business. I had accountability for my marriage. I did not have accountability in my weight, in my health, in my weight at all. It was that one area that I was always like, I got this. I know what to do. Move more, eat less. I know how to lose weight. I don't need some Joe Blow telling me what to do. No, thank you. I got this. I know what to do. And so for more than a decade, I went at it by myself. I went at it alone. And here's what I learned. I will give up on me quicker than I will give up on anybody else. I will give up and give in if it's just me and me alone, in my health, in my weight, in my eating, in my meal planning, in my, 1 minute I can be like, yes, let's go, get out of my way, sucker. Like New Year's, like boo, boo, boo. This year is the year. 2 weeks in, all of a sudden I can be so passionate on January 1st, 2 weeks into the new year, I'm like, what was I thinking? Give me the ho-hos. Like here I am saying one thing and doing another. Have you ever been there in a place where you say one thing and then do another? You say, I want this, but then your actions don't line up with that. And so I had a ton of reasons why I didn't lose weight. I was incredibly inconsistent. I quit too easily. I gave up and when the tough got going, when the tough gets going, the going's supposed to get tough. Well, for me, when the going got tough, I was like out of here. I was a diet hopper, a diet jumper. And I gotta tell you, like the areas in my life where I've had the greatest success are including my health, including my weight loss, including business, including my marriage, which at one point was knocking on divorce's doorstep, sleeping in separate bedrooms early on in our marriage. The areas where I've been able to turn it around and have outrageous, mind-blowing, like what? Success, including my weight, but the before and afters, like I'm not talking about just I'm talking about the before and afters that like people see your before and after photo and they accuse you of it being Photoshopped because it's so mind-blowing. Like I'm talking about mind-blowing results. The areas in my life where I've had the results that are just like, wait, what? Are the areas that I have submitted myself to accountability. I have allowed myself to be held accountable. And I was a hard-headed one on this whole weight thing. It took me a long time of failing. It actually took me having kids and reading a statistic where it linked obesity in parents to their kids. And it took that for me to say, no way, no how, something's got to change. And after I found some accountability, I went from weight loss failure to succeeding. Failing for a decade. Hear me, failure. Like complete, utter, ridiculous failure. Going from, and then succeeding wildly. And so this accountability piece, and then also realizing along the way that I used to feel like, or think, or whatever the word you want to put on it, that people that had to be held accountable were weak. They were weak-minded people. They didn't have the strength to do it themselves. And what I have found out is it's actually the strong people, the wise ones, that allow themselves to be allow themselves to be held accountable. It's the scared ones, the weak ones, the fearful ones, all of them were me when it came to my weight, that don't want to be held accountable, right? It actually takes wisdom to be held accountable. You have to be strong in who you are to allow somebody to hold you accountable, because you have to allow accountability into your life to be held accountable. Nobody can hold you accountable unless you allow them to. And so when my mind shifted from, if I need somebody else to help me, then I must be weak. I must not be strong enough to do it on my own. Newsflash, nobody is. The most successful people in the world have accountability. They have mentors. They have coaches. They have advisors. They have all these things. Like, look at the president of the United States, whether you are on the D team or the R team. Every president has advisors. Why? Because they know that for them to be the very best president, they need other people with expertise besides just themselves. If you look at the best athletes in the world, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan had mentors and advisors and coaches and people to hold him accountable. And so the best of the best in the world have accountability. The best of the best in the world have coaches. The best of the best in the world have advisors. It's the ones that aren't succeeding that are out there on their own going, I got this. And here we are riding the struggle bus, flailing all around, floundering. But I got this. I'm strong. I don't need nobody else. You know, when I look back at that now, I'm like, oh, Carmen, you were so silly, like silly. But no one could have told me that then. Now that I'm on the other side of that, and I realize it actually was weakness not to need anybody, and it's actually strength. So I'm a stronger for being held accountable. Like when I flipped that, it was just like, duh. Anyway, I'm a hard-headed one. Anybody else hard-headed? Anybody else like have to learn the hard way by like bamming your head against the wall like 10 times before you finally get it? Oh, I cannot be the only one. Anyhow, so here's what we're doing. So I wanted to talk about the accountability piece first and how important it was before I talked about what we're going to be doing. And so I know without a shadow of a doubt what we are unveiling, rolling out, offering. It's the first time we've ever done it. My hope is that we'll continue it. However, I don't know that for sure. Like it could be a one and done thing. Like did it, like I don't know how much work it's gonna be, right? And I'm a mom of 3. We have other stuff going on. And so it could be like a one and done, or it could go so well and that we could keep doing it. I don't know at this point, but what I do know is we are at least doing it starting in January of 2021. And so right now we are opening up applications, and it is our greatest transformation challenge. And what I will tell you is this is we run monthly boot camps, monthly virtual boot camps where we have people from all over the world that get into our boot camps, and it's a group of women typically. Once in a while we'll have a man jump in there, but typically it's a group of women, and they will be inside of this group, and we check in with our nutrition, we track our water, we work out, we meal plan, we encourage one another. But it's a big group community, and birds of a feather flock together. And I do some coaching inside of that group, I do some encouraging inside of that group, but it's a big community where we spur each other on, and I give tips and strategies and things like that for weight loss. However, what we don't do inside of that group is work one-on-one. There is accountability, but I'm gonna call it accountability medium level. That's what I'm gonna call it. And I've been asked several times throughout these past years that if we would consider doing an accountability instead of medium, like so on steroids. Like there's just some people that have been like, Carmen, I just need that extra, like I need somebody to hold my hand. I need somebody to check in on me. I need somebody that is gonna know what I weigh and know when I gain weight or when I lose weight. I need somebody that's gonna know if, oh crap, you weighed 200 pounds this week, next week you weighed 202, you didn't follow the program. I need somebody to, yes, cheer me on, but I also need a professional butt kicker to come kick my butt when I need it, to call me out when I get off track, to get out the whip and when I need it. And so our 2021, I'm like, what year is it? Our 2021 Greatest Transformation Challenge is going to be just that. We are opening up 8 spots. That is a non-negotiable. I cannot take more than that. That is the maximum I can work with for this group and have it be and get the maximum results. This is not for everyone. This is not for the faint of heart. This is not for somebody who thinks they kind of want to lose weight. This is not for somebody who thinks that they maybe not. This is for somebody who is sick and tired of getting nowhere. This is for somebody who knows they have a habit of quitting on themselves. This is for somebody who is deadly serious about the first 90 days of 2021 being radically different. This is for somebody who wants results come heck or high water. This is for this is not come on girls, you can do it. No, that's not what this is. This is a 90-day Greatest Transformation Challenge where you will be challenged. You will be challenged. You will be pushed. You will get out of your comfort zone, but you won't be doing it alone. You will not only have a coach there with you every step of the day, you will be put into a team. I want you to think of The Biggest Loser. Why on The Biggest Loser do these people come into the show and they have mind-blowing, jaw-dropping transformations? Well, it's because they're put into an environment where they can't fail. They're put into an environment where success is inevitable. Why? Because they've changed their entire environment. Their level of accountability on a show like The Biggest Loser is they have so much accountability. It really, I mean, failure has to be like you have a 2% shot of failure or something like that, because the level of accountability is so insane and intense that it literally takes failure off the table. Unless they just were to say, I quit and get out of that environment and leave the accountability, failure is almost not an option on shows like The Biggest Loser. And so this is very similar to that. There will be weekly weigh-ins live. Like right here on our YouTube channel, every single Wednesday is going to be Transformation Wednesday. And on Wednesdays, we are going to have our video that'll be uploaded, because we upload Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So starting in January, every Wednesday here on the YouTube channel, our Transformation Wednesday is going to be our biggest transformation show. And it will be anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. You will see live weigh-ins. These 8 participants, these 8 men and women are going to be weighing in live every single week. They're going to be in a team of 4. So they'll be competing as teams, head to head. They'll be weighing in live. We will be doing coaching. How did you do? What struggles did you have? We will be tackling excuses. We will be overcoming obstacles. We will be breaking bad habits, emotional eating, secret eating, eating disorders. Like, we are going to be battling every single thing that has ever held you back when it comes to weight loss. We're going to be tackling quitting, inconsistency, focus, giving up, giving in. If you're busy and you don't know where to find time or how to find time, and you're busy adulting and parenting and working and entrepreneuring and all those things. If you have a belief issue where you don't believe you can do it, you believe that this is just your lot in life and you are meant to be heavy and unhealthy and you're big boned, all those things, been there, done that. We're going to be tackling I'm going to be bringing every single thing I got. Everything I got. For these 8 people that I'm going to work with, failure is not an option. Failure is not an option. It's just that simple. And so we are going to be meeting very intimately. We are going to be discussing some topics. And again, this is not for everybody. This is not for somebody who just thinks they might want to lose weight. This is for the person who's sick and tired, and you know that this year is your year and you want to take failure off the table. And so in the description box, I'm going to put a link. There is an application process. Why? Because I need to make sure that the people I'm working with are as serious as I am. First and foremost, I'm serious about this. And, as somebody who struggled with her weight, and as somebody 6.5 years ago, I stepped on the scale after having baby number 2. And mind you, I was this heavy before the baby. This wasn't baby weight. Seeing the scale read 288 pounds, believing the lie that I was big boned, giving up on myself, believing that all those transformation stories that I saw other people get just was great for them, but could never be me. I'm really passionate about this. And I know what it took to go from morbidly obese, a weight loss failure, a size 22, not feeling sexy, not feeling comfortable, not feeling confident in my own skin, being out of breath, not having energy, hurting just to do things, not being able to ride roller coasters. I know the struggles that come with that. And I know the freedom that comes with crossing over from morbidly obese to fit and healthy. I know the struggles and I know the rewards. And then helping people do it over these last 5 years, I have the best job in the world. I really do, of getting to help people overcome the thing called weight. And these 90 days, they're going to be hard. They're going to be tough. I guarantee for those 8 people, at some point inside of there, they're going to want to quit. They're going to want to quit, probably more than once. But when we come together and when you are partnering with people that believe in you more than you believe in yourself in the beginning, people that won't quit on you even on the days where you want to. Newsflash, along the road to success, there are hard days and hard moments. There's always times along the road to success where you will want to quit no matter what it is. But it's getting through those, pushing past them, and getting through that rough patch, getting through the obstacle, overcoming versus being overcome. And so there will be an application process. There is an investment when it comes to this. There will be supplies that you need that are non-negotiable. Why? Because I'm not about setting you up to fail. I'm about setting you up to succeed. And there's certain supplies that you will need, period, end of story. And so I'm gonna put the link in the description box. It is our application. And that application is gonna have some questions for you to fill out. Once you fill out that questionnaire, I will be in contact with you directly. We will have a phone call that I will have with every single applicant, and then there'll be a second. Anyway, I'm not gonna explain all that on here, but I am beyond excited about this. I know that I know that I know. So this is gonna start in January. The 90 days are gonna go January, February, and March. And so I know that when April of you're gonna see weekly updates, but in April, you're gonna see a video that is wrapping up our first season of the biggest transformation. And those 8 people that we work with, you're gonna look at those before and afters, and your minds are gonna be blown. And for some of you watching this, you're going to be one of those transformations. You're gonna be one of those before and after pictures where everybody else is looking at going, what, heck, how, what, heck, who, how, where, when? Because it's gonna be so dramatic. There are just certain things that I've done in my life where I just know it's gonna change lives and it's gonna be big. And this is one of them. And so I'm super duper excited. If you are watching this and you know somebody who has struggled, pass this video along, pass the application along. This is gonna change people's lives. This is gonna change families. This is gonna change generations. Why? Because I know that it changed my life. I know that it changed my family. I know that it changed our generations by that one decision. And I really could cry a river because it's that big of a freaking deal. And if you've ever struggled with your weight, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, the application's in the description box down below. Like the video, share the video, pass this along, get the word out. Let's make sure that we get this thing, that we get the word out. So the people that need to be in this are in this. And so anyway, I'll keep you in touch. I'll let you know what's going on when we get our 8 selected. We will have a video where we come on. You're gonna see all their before and afters, their beginning weigh-ins. They're gonna introduce themselves, tell you a little bit about it, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be awesome. So thank you so much for watching tonight. Yeah, I'll see you. If you listen tonight, hear me. If you listen to this tonight and you had that thing inside of you saying, I don't know, that sounds great, Carmen, but I don't know. I don't know if I can. You don't understand my situation. You don't know how many times I've failed. You don't know what I got going on. You're right, I don't. But what I do know is your best shot at the health you want is being part of the biggest transformation challenge. Don't let fear hold you back anymore. Go down to the description box, click the link, fill out the